So, the blue tool I'm missing, that was also your last percentage. Can I ask you which tier is it in? Is it in Wormways, Moss Home, Marrow, Hunter's March, Deep Docks, Farfields? Is it in Blasted Steppes, Shellwood, Bellheart, Greymore, Sinner's Road, Verdania? Is it in Sands of Karak, Coral Chambers, Underworks, White Word, Biowater, Whispering Vaults, Putrefied Ducts, etc.? Which of those 3 tiers is it in? Tools are ordered in inventory. So, I mean, that's a very early game tool. But then this is a much more early game tool than this. Like, you can get Sting Shard so early. You can get it before Dash. You can get it, like, before ascending up to the middle levels. Whereas this, you need to get to Greymore and you need to beat the bird arena in Craw Lake. Right? So this is like a later game tool than Sting Shard. Mostly ordered. Yeah, it's not completely ordered. And then Curve Claw, also much more early game than Threefold Pin or Long Pin, or Tax for that matter. Throwing Ring, very late game tool, requiring like you to get to all the areas that Chakra maps and pretty much requiring double jump. But then Flea Brew, that is a very early game tool. I mean, you could argue it's mid game, but like, it's like the first thing you pick up as soon as you enter mid game, if you call it mid game at all. It's a pretty early game tool in my book. I mean, okay, I actually like that Plasmium File is a red tool instead of a blue, because I can choose when to apply it instead of it just being applied on the bench. Because, like, imagine there's a boss that I'm trying to fight and I'm trying to learn the boss, and there's a big mean run back to the boss. If this were a blue tool that just applied it when you got off the bench, like Hollow Knight, the run back would just get rid of all your lifeblood. I would type rip lifeblood in the chat and it would be gone and it wouldn't matter at all. It would just be a waste of notches for the boss itself. But because it's a red tool and I can choose when to apply it, I can tank damage in the run back, heal it back, and then once I get to the boss, or like right outside the boss room, then I can apply the Plasmium File after the run back and have the lifeblood at the boss when it matters most. And that is really nice. That is much nicer than the lifeblood charms in Hollow Knight were. Because I can choose to apply it when I need it the most. That's really nice. Flea Brew, very early game tool in my book. Maybe not very early game, but still early game. But it's like at the end. This is not particularly well ordered. Okay. Yeah, true. One of the earliest game blue tools. with the singular version, I suppose. Again, very early game. Again, very early game. This, not as early game as Fractured Mask, but like, it works. Yeah, I can see this being a bit more well-ordered. Except for Volt Filament. Volt Filament, I seem to recall Volt Filament requiring Silksong being an Act 3 only thing. Whereas Wreath of Purity, Long Claw, Wisp Fire Lantern, and Egg of Flelia were all Act 2 tools for me. Like, why isn't Volt Filament later? And then it's right next to this tool. So, like, this and Volt Filament, the one I'm missing in Volt Filament, are right next to each other. So this being super late game could mean this is super late game. You can get Volt Filament with just the double jump? Okay, I didn't know that. You got Egg of Flelia in Act 3? I got it in Act 2 because, I mean, why wouldn't you save all the fleas in Act 2? It would be mean to the fleas that are sitting there in Act 3, voided enemies all around, and they haven't been saved yet. That would be mean. So of course I saved all the fleas in Act 2. Ah, so you're telling me it is in either Sinner's Road, Bile Water, or Putrefied Ducts. Okay, that narrows it down. That narrows it down enough. Okay. So, should I start at the bottom and go up, or start at the top and go down? I think I'll start at the top and go down, because it is easier to go down than it is to go up. So I'll start in Putrefied Ducts, then Bile Water, and then Sinner's Road. Oh. Ah. Okay, how do I Silksong when there's a... Could this be placed anywhere else that would allow me to... Really? They don't want me to Silksong here. Nope. Nope. Okay. That's annoying. That it won't let me Silksong. Let's see. Yeah, I'll explore this room first. Yeah, this is the entrance. And I think I've like hit every wall over here because there was a flea. There was a flea around here that I thought maybe was down from here. And so I like hit I hit every wall around here trying to find that flea. Yeah, so maybe this room was a little bit more well explored because that flea and I'm pretty sure that's nothing special because I leave shards unbroken all the time as I'm exploring. That doesn't mean it's unexplored. I think I've explored that room enough that I don't really want to explore it further. This is the room where the map was, right? Oh, nope, that's not where the map was. The map was over here. Yeah. Over here, that was the map. Trapped. The bites, the stench. Trapped. All turned rotten. So dark. All turned rotten. The bites, the stench. All turned rotten. Okay. Huh. Oh. Okay. Let's go left first. Not over there, down here. Let's check on the huntress is gone. was that sound? Huh. So, Huntress is gone. Yeah. Okay. So I'm wondering what happened to the Huntress, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. And who knows, maybe I'll find the Huntress somewhere else. Yeah, I want to explore the rest of Putrefied Ducts before I go down into Bile Water. And let's try to explore top down. So that, I don't think they'd want me to go up to where Vogue is, right? So this is where I got Wreath of Purity. Revered by all. Must we hide? Dear sisters. Feared by all. Must we hide? Dear sisters. Feared by all. Must we hide? Okay. Let me check this out anyway. Wow. Okay. Let me get this as a hazard respawn point. Ah! Okay, yeah. Vog isn't here, and there isn't anything in her place. And then it wouldn't let me Silksong up here because the call thing. That's a little bit frustrating that I couldn't just Silksong up there to check Vog's place, but okay. Then there's the last little bit. Further down, I guess. Yeah, this room. Yeah, I can do that skip. Without even needing Silksong or anything, I can skip up here. Okay, your jump is kind of annoying, actually. Turns out. Yeah, and that's something I've done many times, even in Act 3. And then this is just Fleetopia. Is there a void mass nearby? Or did I just get that unlucky? Did that just die? I have. Oh. Okay. I'm not hearing any void mass sounds. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I think I explored putrefied ducts pretty well. Next is down to bile water. And that's down and left and down here. Yeah. Of course I make a mistake like that right away. Okay. Hate for their light, hate for their pins, for their waste poured thick and endless. Fill your hearts with hate, for power has now been claimed, and with it we shall punish. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Okay. Guess that was a different way through that than usual. I think I've explored this pretty thoroughly. What if there was a Silksong? Ah! What if there was a Silksong thing, like right where the waterfall thing is at the end of this? Nope. Okay. Ah! Whoops. Well. Probably shards I don't need. There was a flea here, wasn't there? Okay, I could go left or I could go right. Let's go left. Whoops. something up there? I guess not. Nope. Okay. That's nothing? It seems like it should be an important place. None beyond? All your wishes? All ours. All your will? None beyond? All ours. Yeah. Fake bench was over here. Those guys can be avoided. Good to know. I'm pretty sure I have hit every wall and ceiling in this place because I was searching for a bench right next to the fake bench. Because that's the kind of thing I was expecting. Fake bench, sure, but real bench, like, near, like, in the same room at least as the real bench. That's what they do, right? There's a fake grub, but then there's a real grub right next to it. There's a fake bench, but there's a real bench, like, not right next to it, but in the same room. In Hollow Knight, that's how it worked. But not here. But I have hit every wall and ceiling in that room because of that expectation. And then this is just back. So, I've gone through this loop. I think I want to go a little bit further down. Whoa! Oh, right, okay. There's a memory locket right there. And there's a bench. This is the our hate is forever. Yeah. Yeah, I've been this way several times. That was the run back to Grohl from this bench. I think I've explored it. There's no floor, of course. Oh! Frayed rosary string. Okay, but that's a sign that this room might be less explored than other things. Okay, I want to keep in mind that this room might have something suspicious while I explore up here. Yeah. Okay. I missed the pogo. Okay, if there was anything here, I already got it, I guess. Right. Ah. Yeah, of course. It's like right between them. Huh. Wow. Okay, so this place I hadn't been to before. Ah. Oh, who is that? Oh, covetous pilgrim. Why don't I have magnetite brooch on? Maybe I unequipped it for platforming reasons, like Ascendant script and stuff. I missed this stuff over here. It's not any lower than this. Okay. Whoops. Ah, I can easily imagine myself missing something like that. Oh? Oh! Okay. Quick sling. Arsenal. Acquire all tools. Pot. Drawing mechanism built from reed and bone, intended for mounting on the limb of a bug. Doubles the number of tools thrown. I assuming that's red tools, which I almost never use. So I don't think I'll use this very much. But I believe that is my last percent. Yeah, okay.